Everyone, so I want to share a song with you, or a tune. It's actually the song. I'll share with you what I've been getting since this morning. It's really late now, this evening here. I'm so tired, and before I forget, I need to do it. I've just had such a busy day. I think I'm going to use these cards after. Let me just put them down for a sec. So the tune that I was getting when I woke up, and I was getting a few of the words with it, was so I recognised the song, and just to let you in on a little well-known fact about me is I love music, but I am rubbish at things like remembering lyrics for, songs. When it comes to singing along with the radio in the car, I always get, or wherever I am, I always make my own words up. So I don't know why. This is my thing, but apparently it is. So yeah, even things like artist names, song names, I have to go, and it's a mission for me. I have to go and work these things out. But yeah, anyway, so I got to the bottom of this one today for you. So it's the words that I was hearing was couldn't go back where we started. Maybe I'm not the same. I think that was what I was getting, and well, that's what I thought I was getting anyway, given what I've just shared with you about my lyrical skills in terms of my memory. So anyway, this song is called The Hardest Part, and it's by, I think it's Olivia Dean, and it's a duet with Leon Bridges. It's a lovely song. I mean, I love all music. I'm biased. I love all music. Well, most I have a vast. I've always listened to music, grown up with it, around me all the time. I'm not, I don't play musical instruments, but I know people that do, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just always there. It's always on in the background. It's on when I'm cooking. It's on when I'm cleaning. It's on when I'm working. So yeah, it's just on. But again, absolutely rubbish at remembering the actual lyrics when in the moment. I pretend to know the words when I don't, that kind of thing. And couldn't really care less either if I get them wrong. I just enjoy the moment. But let's get back to this song. So anyway, I looked up the words, and the first part that came on just before the words that I was getting. It says, "Lately I've been growing into someone you don't know." And then there's a little bit more, and then it says, "Even if I couldn't go back to where we started." And then it talks about maybe I'm. There's a bit about the other person realizing that the reason that they couldn't go back to where they started is because the other person might realize that they're no longer the same person because they've grown so much. But what this person doesn't realize is that the other person has also grown and changed, because during the song, it's an actual duet of the two people and their thoughts and feelings about the situation. It's like they're having a conversation, but it's just their thoughts about the other person, wondering about the other person, wondering about whether or not the other person will accept them as they are now. And it's funny because that came up in one of my other, I think it was my dream interpretation, about when someone that you were fond of was coming to your home, and they were going to rally around you to support you. And towards the end of that reading and that interpretation, something else came up in it from that dream, and it was about that person who was rallying around you, or that situation. They actually had noticed that you had changed, and what I got from that was you were telling them that they needed to accept you as you are now, in order for them to come and to be a part of your life. So that's funny because that seems to be relevant to this. And my dream from last night was about leveling up. So I feel like this is telling me that two people have leveled up. So that they don't see it, and they both want to have what they had in the past, but they know it's going to be down to whether or not the other person can accept them as they are now. And I don't think it's anything negative. I think it's just the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of the unknown. It's not knowing whether or not someone can, you know, maybe it's to do with spiritual growth. Maybe you're doing things now that you weren't doing then. I know I am. But, you know, in a good way. You know, it's just the unknown, isn't it? Is that have you changed too much for them to still see you as the same person? But listen, if it's resonating for you, listen to the lyrics, because you know, I say all the songs are lovely, but I love all music anyway. So yeah, it's a nice song. It's got a deep sentiment to it, and for some reason I was meant to share it with you today, so do go and look at it. I said I'd do a verse, so let me do a verse, and I'll tell you about the dream in a separate reading after this. I think I'll do it in that order before I go back to La La Land for some more dreaming. Did I say it was a long day? Yes, it was a long day. Yeah, and I figured I'd get this done before, you know, it's my way of zoning out for the evening, I think. It's been a new habit for me. Ooh, no, too many. Just a verse. I wrote these verses. I was practicing wellness, you know, during the pandemic and everything. I've really started taking care of myself and prioritising my wellness over, you know, with everything that was going on in the world. I mean, the world's a terrible mess at the moment. Anyway, I suppose it always has been, really, hasn't it? Yeah, but we won't really go there in these. I think we'll try and not unless I'm told to. Yeah, but yeah, heavy energies at the moment. But yeah, I wrote these basically myself. Trust that knowing feeling as if advice for a friend. Have faith, this is the beginning, not the end. Did that come up the last time? Trust that knowing feeling as if advice for a friend. Yeah, I think it did. Have faith, this is the beginning, not the end. So this is about trusting your instincts, your intuition. Have faith, this is the beginning, not the end. And I mentioned levelling up, didn't I? So, and I'll tell you more about that in the dream. But also that the lyrics was about them both levelling up. So maybe you have levelled up in a massive way, I think. Absorb, this is not, I've just got to read it because I've seen it now. Absorb the warmth of the sun that shines upon my face. Soak up the love, a rare and gentle kiss with grace. So this levelling up is divinely guided. Absorb the warmth of the sun that shines upon my face. Soak up the love. This is going to make you feel really good, this levelling up. A rare and gentle kiss with grace. New beginnings. They're divinely guided and you're going to feel really good. That's what I'm getting from that. And it's about you trusting your intuition. This levelling up, if you're in the process of levelling up, which I think you are from the dream that I had last night, you need to really trust your intuition with it. And just focus on yourself for now. I mean, if the lyrics from that song is what are relevant, I feel that if you needed to work on yourself, you have already done that. But now you're probably going into the next stages of your journey. And if this other thing is meant to come back round, the new beginning, have faith this is the beginning, not the end. It's a new beginning. So there's probably, it sounds like from this, if these are connected, there's a new beginning. And it could be that, it could be work as well, it could be both. So that's where I'm going to leave it for today, for the lyrics, and I will be back in a second with the dream interpretation from last night.